Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live Akashic Messages with me, Natasha. I go live every Tuesday to
Hello,
support
everyone, and
everyone
welcome to.
and to be of service. So sorry about that. Just opening up this YouTube so that I can watch your chat. And usually, what we do on Tuesdays when I go live is that I'll take us through a quick grounding, centering meditation, creating a safe space for all of us. And then I tend to receive a message that will help everybody. And then after that, I try and give as many messages or healings or clearings or activations. Hi, Carl. Hi, Lotus Bloom. So good to see you, Carl. Hi, Lacey. So everybody, let me know. Hi, Joe. So happy to see you. So absolutely. So what to do is to give me your name. Full name would be better, but your real name, sometimes it's not the same as your handle, because usually I connect into your records through the vibrational frequency of your name. Um, so please write your name if it's not the same as your handle and how you would like me to support you today. And if you do that all in caps, after the meditation, I will be able to try and get as many messages as possible to all of you. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, let's take a couple of deep breaths, close our eyes, and let's sink into our bodies. And we do that by bringing our attention from the outside world internally. And this automatically tends to ground us into our bodies. With all the changes in the energies that have been happening on this planet, in this timeline, the shifts, the shredding, the shedding can make it a little bit uncomfortable in being in our bodies. But focus on your breathing, breathing in all that the universe has to offer, and exhaling or expelling all that no longer serves. I'm going to ask you to visualize that as you breathe in, you're breathing in all the universe has to offer. And as you exhale, you release all that is not your divine light. And as you continue this breathing and expelling, more of your divine light starts to shine through. This is your original aspect, the spark of you that is the spark of creator experiencing life through this avatar, this body, which is so important to navigate this wonderful playground. Continuing allowing to shine your divine light, releasing the layers, the conditioning, the limitations. That dim this light, release them with your breath. Allow all of your divinity to encompass your full body, shining brighter and brighter with every breath you take. Now bring your attention to the soles of your feet. Open up those chakras and allow that exchange of energy between you and Mother Earth. Allow that connection of divinity, allowing you to be one with all things, completely grounded, completely anchored to the divine energies of the ascended earth, as those are the frequencies we choose to align with. And feeling absolutely connected and grounded, we bring in our attention into our heart space, the energy center that connects heaven and earth. Feeling completely connected to Mother Earth, let's connect into the heavens, connecting into the stars, connecting into the frequencies of Creator, of Christ consciousness, aligning our energies, feeling the connection out through our crown. The energies of unconditional love, compassion, and expansion. Become one with that connection. Completely divine, completely grounded, completely centered, and connected to all that is. I call in my guides, your guides, and I open up the records for all those that have joined today and all those that will watch the replay, so that I may be of service. Akashic Records, please open and allow me access to the group's records that have the collective consciousness and create a safe and sacred space for all of us. Creating a space for knowledge, wisdom, and healing, love and compassion, expansion. The records are now open, the records are now open, the records are now open. So today the theme that has come through is around manifesting. Now, a lot of the times we are taught to focus, or we have the limited perception that what we want to manifest is something that is beyond us or that we need to action. Well, truthfully, what is happening is that we are always manifesting our reality. So what we need to do is fine-tune our manifesting to the frequency that we prefer. So we might be manifesting a lot of what we don't prefer. However, when we are doing that, there is always a purpose, a lesson, an expansion that is happening there. Once we realize the annoying frequency that we have chosen, once that frequency starts to become noise, we realize that it's time to dial the channel to change the frequency of the energy that we are experiencing, to change the beat of the songs that we are playing, to change the movement, the direction, the mood, to change where we are going. But we only make this change when the noise, or when the music becomes noise, or the frequency becomes unbearable. So if you're going through that frequency right now, it is possible to switch the frequency to what you'd prefer. However, once you switch that frequency, what you tend to do is to feel into that frequency and become that frequency, because when you're aligned with what you're choosing to manifest consciously, that energy, that frequency becomes comfortable, becomes exciting, becomes joyful, becomes in alignment with where we're trying to go, where we start to realize that not only is the frequency of the radio station that we're dialing into, it is not a frequency outside of ourselves, but a frequency within ourselves. And it's needing to align to that frequency sometimes that brings that energy back into us. So when you align to what you would prefer physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in your actions, in the words that you say, that is us stepping into and aligning with the frequency of this new station that we would prefer. Now, how that shows up is that we have chosen certain themes within our lifetime to explore. And once we've learned or once we've explored those themes, we can move on to the next one. We are not limited. This is a beautiful planet where we can explore everything and experience everything. So know that there are no limits to what you can experience. So if you're uncomfortable with experiencing where you are right now, it's look at what is it that needs to be learned in order to be able to find that next frequency. And sometimes we feel stuck, and that is when we're in the static, changing from one station into another. That static is deciding what frequency we are wanting to align to, which is very, very helpful because it's sometimes when we're dialing in those stations and we can see my age, this is, coming in, that as we're dialing in, sometimes we will listen into a station that is not in alignment, and we continue to dial the station until we get to what feels great for us. So if your life is not going as you would like, if your life is not moving in the direction that you would like, one needs to shift the frequency within ourselves in order to align to that station, that experience that we would prefer. But realize that we are also not only the person that is shifting the dial, but we are the DJ, we are the radio station, we are all of it. So realize that things are not happening to you, they're happening for you, by you. So a lot of changes have been happening in the last few months, and it's time to really let go of the frequencies that no longer serve and dial into the ones that you would prefer. So that is the message to you all today. Thank you. Okay, let me step in. Let's have a look. Thank you all for coming today. So happy, Ali, that you're here as well. Thank you. Feeling great, much better. Okay, Lotus Bloom, Ashta, thank you. May I have Akashic guidance for my twin flame awakening? Thank you. So as I connect into your records, as I was reading that, what is really happening is that you are awakening the twin flame within you. It's knowing that you are complete, you're not incomplete, is knowing that you're not here to find somebody else to complete you, but for you to complete yourselves. So when we're stepping into that, it's learning to fall in love with yourself, falling in love with the aspects of you that you desire the most, with aspects of you that you desire the least. And it's learning to unconditionally love all aspects of you, and complete the unconditional love for self. Now, I know that that feels very, very theosophical, but it's looking at really reflecting and going within and learning to love yourself more than enough to hang out with the right people, more than enough to take yourself on dates, more than enough to hang out in the areas and do the things that you want to do that bring you joy. It's about time for you to fall in love with yourself. And when you are not needing that person to complete you, you will align to those frequencies. And now that's not to say that you won't find that person that is in alignment. Know that everybody that you meet is a mirror to you in all the things that you admire, in all the things you need to step into, and in all the things that you dislike. So the really the message for you is become the opposite, become the twin flame that you desire, and learning to love yourself ultimately and completely and unconditionally with compassion and understanding. And you will call forward the people, the partners that will support you through this in getting to know who you are. You have a lot of love to give, but there is a lack in receiving the love, in knowing that you are worthy and deserving of being loved completely. So it's about learning and loving yourself completely. So that is the message for you today. Thank you, Ashtha. Okay, Lily, hi, Natasha, Anna, Isabel. So can you please have a message or guidance? Yes, absolutely. So as I connect into your records, Anna, is what I am feeling is that I feel it absolutely in my gut, just below my solar plexus, between my solar plexus and my sacral. So it feels like you're holding on to making a decision that you are avoiding. There is it's almost like your heart is going out, and it's not allowing you to make the decisions that are in alignment with you. There's a feeling sorry for somebody or for a decision. There's a hesitation in a decision that you are wanting to do that you know is right for you, but there is I'm going to say this in Portuguese because I know what you mean. Está-se a sentir pena em fazer as decisões que tem que fazer para si. So it's about time for choosing you 100%. And it's almost kind of like by not doing that, you're doing other people a disservice, because one, you're delaying your growth, your expansion, and two, you're delaying their growth and their expansion. Don't worry about your health. Everything is 100%. It's for you, the beginning message, it's time to move out of surviving into thriving. And all those things that are holding you back will start to dissolve, and you're being forced to pick yourself. So it's love yourself more than enough to give yourself the permission to fall into that authenticity that is you, um, and make the tough decisions, because the quicker you make them, uh, the less difficult they will be. So it's about loving yourself more than enough, to make those decisions and let go of the fear, because yes, life is going to change. Life is going to shift, but it's the change that you've been asking for that is starting to show up for you. So it's almost like you need to let go of the past, like open your hand, let go of the past in order to allow the new thing to come in, the next lesson, the next form of expansion, because you're holding on to the past very tightly. So it's okay to let it go and don't let it mean anything. And it's to do with sacral, which is your manifesting, your sacred sexuality, and stepping into your power. So it's stuck in between that. So step into your power, activate your nurturing, compassionate side. Know that you will be fine, whatever decision you make. Okay. So that is the message for you, and I hope that that is supportive. Hi, Viviani. Thank you so much for helping me with these, and everybody else that supports these. I'm very, very grateful for you. Emmanuel, blessings to you all. May I have a message? Yes, absolutely, Emmanuel. So let's connect into your records. So, Emmanuel, as I connect into your records, I automatically feel it kind of like in my lower jaw. That usually has to do with maternal. You're working through a lot of your maternal bloodlines, or there's something that's coming up around your mother's lineage that you are working through at the moment. There's also a little bit of kind of like, I feel it kind of like, I don't know if you have TMJ, but it's you taking on extra responsibility that is not yours. So what the guides are asking you to do is allow the responsibility to fall on whose responsibility it is. It's not up to you to make everything okay. It's not up to you to take on other people's responsibility of their actions, their words, and what they're wanting to do, because it is their journey, their passion, their purpose. And by you wanting to fix things or make things better for them, you're actually doing a disservice to them because you're delaying their lessons. So focus on yourself. Know what are your responsibilities. Where is your growth? Where is your expansion? Where is your healing? And then step into that internally and start really focusing on yourself, because when we heal ourselves, we heal the 7 generations before us, the 7 generations that are to come, and the generations that are here. It actually energetically pulls on our genetics, and you'll start to see that there will be quite a few of your family that will start to experience the same theme, because you're all working on it as a family collective. So that's why it's important to start with selves, because we cannot control the external. So when we start learning that we need to become the change we want to see, it gives others permission to do the same. So yeah, step into your power, love yourself more than enough, and let go of what is not yours, because you're taking on extra responsibility and it's causing you stress and anxiety. Because one, it really needs to be the person that needs to step up to do that. And two, you're denying your own passion, your own purpose, your own journey by focusing on somebody else's. So I hope that that was supportive for you, Emmanuel. I always love that your name, because it is the name of the guide within the Akashic Records that I normally get my messages from. So that's quite interesting. So good to see you, Ali. Let's connect into you, Alyssa. Let's connect into your energy in your records. Okay, Alyssa, so you two are going through a lot. It's great. So I'm feeling it very much kind of like over my top right hand brow. Over here, there's quite a lot of uh, you're redefining your business, you're redefining how you do things, you're stepping into a new direction. Again, looking into the maternal bloodlines, but your mom's dad's lineage is coming up. So there's some stuff that's in there. But what I am getting is, so our lineages not only bring traumas or limitations, but they bring gifts. So what they're saying is, connect into your maternal bloodline, and gather the gifts of that bloodline in order to help you move forward, because those gifts are within your genes. Those gifts are within you. Those gifts are there to support you as well. So activate that. You're being called to simplify, and you're getting called to be more strategic with your time. It's time to start helping others on a grander scale, to start helping others on a group method. And you're being downloaded a lot of codes right now as to how you uniquely support your clients moving forward. But in your personal life, there is an expansion, there is happiness, there is change. I'm feeling really happy. It feels clear and it feels light. So yeah, you're in the scope of change these last 3 months. You've been doing a lot of shedding, or as Joe says, shredding, which I love. So you're letting go of the old in order to bring in the new. So allow that integration, because the way you access your spirituality has also shifted. So trust that you're exactly where you are and where you need to be. But in the space right now is a turning point where you can create your future, and do it in a way where you do less but support more. So yeah, seeing you in group works, that you're able to support more people and share your knowledge. It's important for you to share your knowledge and what is coming up for you. I hope that that is supportive for you, Alyssa. So good to see you. Maria, a message for you. Absolutely. So as I connect into your records, Maria, there's a welcome back, and there's almost a completing of a cycle that is coming in for you right now. You've come back through a whilst you were away, what happened is you got new lenses put in. So in a sense, into your third eye. So you've come back to see things from a very, very different perspective. There's almost you're no longer in it, but you're an observer of what is going on. And as an observer, there is no emotional attachment. There is no trigger. It just is what it is right now. So it's almost like the cycle for the next 2-3 months is a completion cycle as it propels you. And I'm actually seeing you on a trampoline, ready to step into this next phase for you, as you trampoline into. And when we're trampolining, as I'm seeing you not jumping from one trampoline into another, but jumping up into a more expansive, open area where you are able to really shine and show your skills. You are now stepping in as an elder of knowledge. This is something that your soul does not take lightly and takes in with huge responsibility, but you are ready for that now. So everything is shifting in alignment to what it is that you are moving into. So just know that sometimes there is a period of grieving as things shift for you, but you are creating a shift for the future. You have already created a shift for so many and supported so many. So focus on the good things that you've done and the expansiveness and the changes rather than the ones you haven't, and know that everything has its life cycle and things change constantly as they have. So this is another change that you are going through, and this change will bring you into a space of expansion. So trust that you are where you need to be, but it's not going to be uncomfortable for too much longer. Okay. So there's lots of love, lots of compassion, and your guides are absolutely with you. It's uncomfortable because it's squeezing you into this next space to trampoline you into another environment, another timeline, another expansion. I hope that that is supportive for you as well. Carl, so good to see you. Can you channel my guide Woody for what's in store for me till the end of March? Last June, I'm told I'll be doing the happy dance this March. Many deals leading to this. I thought I would bring that, but now back to start. Okay, let me just see what your guides have to say for you for what March is happening. So for you too, Carl, I'm seeing that this is an ending of a cycle for you. So allow March to happen. And it's almost kind of like the message that I was guided to give this morning, in the sense that we are going through different cycles. March ends that cycle of hibernation, that cycle of going within, and absolutely I mean, the 20th, so I think Wednesday, I don't know what date it is today, time is very weird for me, but you're moving into this, or Thursday, you're moving into the space of expansion, of renewal, of rebirthing. So as you get called to go within and how you're wanting to rebirth, that's where the happy dance is coming in, because you're really stepping into um, a new you, a you without the limitations that have been dragging. I'm seeing you almost carrying a lot of kind of like cords and anchors, a lot of responsibility for that is not yours. So it's almost like that is coming in for you to release. And once you let that go, once you don't allow that to hold you back, you will be completely stepping into your highest potential. And that is going to help you with this rebirthing, and it's going to help you with this, this change. Now, that change is up to you to continue to do it. It's not about sitting back and allowing it to happen. There is a part of you that does need to step in and action the change. There's a mindset that needs to change. There is a belief systems that are worthy and deserving of that change. That potentiality is there, but it's up to you to grab it. It's not about allowing it to happen to you. It's you need to go out and respond. So very much yes, it is about thinking positive. Yes, it is about visualizing. Yes, it is about creating, but one needs to action forward. And also remember that when the guides speak to you, it is a probability that they are giving. So it can happen faster for you, or it can happen at the time that was expected. Or there is the aspect that if you do not action, it will delay it, it will not happen. So almost, for example, you could have a few books in your life that you're ready to write, that could be successful, but you're needing to take the action and write the books, or taking action and placing them on and telling people about it. So it's not about only thinking positive and sitting back. One needs to action forward. And that's one thing that we talk about, Kelly and I, in the octopus method is, what is one thing that I can do today that will bring in that happy dance, that will bring in that success, and allow yourself to move forward with that momentum. But there needs to be some action. Okay, I hope that is supportive for you. And sometimes that action is a change of mindset, a change of perspective, a change. Look at how you're already succeeding. And know that everything is happening for you. Okay, I hope that that is supportive for you, Carl. Hi, James. Yes, a message for you. Let's connect into your records. Let's just take. So as I connect into your records, James, they're saying, what are you worried about? As in a kind of like, not that your worries are insignificant, but it's where thought goes, energy flows. So you are doing amazing as a father. You're doing amazing in your work. The opportunities are starting to show up for you. When an opportunity shows up, it's because you're absolutely ready for it. So grab it, know that it's in alignment with you. There are going to be quite a few shifts at work for you, but when shifts happen, there are quite a lot of opportunities that show up for you as well. There is this feeling of success and accomplishment that I'm feeling from your partner. And there's also that will fall into you as well. So take the time to see it as that. You've already accomplished so much. Look at what you've already done. And it's not about, sometimes we're told that it's vain or that it's pride or whatever it is, but sometimes we need to take stock of what we've already overcome, what we are doing, how we are shifting, because you have done huge shifts for your bloodlines, for your ancestors, and it is being reflected in your life, in your children, and it's being reflected within your siblings as well, if they choose. So don't worry. You are exactly doing what you need to do. Stop doubting, because that just delays your decisions, and it delays your expansion. So there's so much pride for who you are, what you've done, what you've accomplished, and the leader that you are. You need to trust that. And you need to move forward and action forward with a complete knowing that you are an aspect of creator experiencing life in physical form. So step into that aspect of creator that you already are, the divinity that you already are. The time is now. I hope that was supportive for you, James. Okay, Margaret, let me step in for you. That I just need to find your message because it just jumped here. Thank you for being so patient. Okay. Can you please check my throat chakra, especially my thyroid, to see if any clearing healing is needed? Open to any messages as well. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Okay, so just stepping in this chakra, I'm calling in the violet flame of Saint Germain to clear this chakra on all layers, all levels, and all dimensions. I ask to clear all limitations in speaking your truth, in being seen, in being heard, in hearing and seeing others. Oh, that goes all the way up into your left ear. I'm just checking in and it's connected into your sacral. So I'm just aligning your sacral chakra. Okay. So, okay, I'm just asking to bring into balance your throat and your sacral and your thyroid, which is connected. So everything is connected for you, Margaret. Your third eye, your expression, and your sacral. So what I am seeing that is happening is that sometimes you don't have, or you have clarity, but you're not expressing your wants, your needs, your desires. It's a sense of worthiness that's coming through. So it's impeding in how you manifest. So it's the three. It's having clarity, it's speaking into existence, and then it's actioning and moving forward in order to manifest the world around you. So that is coming up right now to be reviewed. And the thyroid that I'm seeing is really connected into your pineal gland and into your hypothalamus in yeah, absolutely, because they work with hormones and bringing balance into the body. The recommendation is to, I wonder how you're sleeping because they're mentioning melatonin. One way to activate a your third eye is the first half an hour and the last half an hour of the sun. So first half an hour when the sun rises and the last half an hour before it sets. They're quite powerful in sun gazing. It really helps to activate that pineal gland and to start to bring in balance to the hormones. But absolutely have your thyroid checked out, have a look at the naturopath. The first person, I'd go and get a second opinion, get two opinions around what is happening with your thyroid and your hormones and bring that into balance. But you're and the other one is learning to ask for what you want and desire and not make it mean anything about you. So that is coming into, that feels in alignment, that feels cleared now. Now it's up to you to make the changes moving forward in supporting that expansion. So I hope that that was supportive for you, Margaret. Giovanni, yes, as usual, I'd love a little message. Do you see a move for me? Okay, that is a question. Let's connect into your records. So I'm seeing an opportunity of two moves coming in for you, actually. I'm just trying to see if the other one is a visit, or if it is a move. So I don't know if you have plans, but there is a plan to go out east, perhaps visit your family, spend some time a little bit with them as well, is important. There's almost like there needs to be a grounding and anchoring into the land, because you've moved through a complete cycle. I do potentially, with regards to a move, there is obviously two potentialities. I think where you are now is really, really uncomfortable. There is potentiality for a move. I am not seeing it yet. I'm not seeing it's needing, you need to align to the frequency of the space you're wanting to move into. But for now, I feel that there is a staying put until, and then what they're showing me is allowing the dust to settle before you move. Now, what they're not telling me is whether you're allowing the dust to settle in your mind and in your emotions, or you're waiting for the dust to settle in this moment. But if there is a move, I'm seeing the potentiality. What they're giving me is 3 months. Um, I don't want it to be a limitation, but it is possible to do that or sooner if you choose. You're still very much in the space of creating that for yourself. But either way, there needs to be a shift in perception, perspective. What they're saying is to allow the move is also a surrendering. And surrendering doesn't mean giving up. Surrendering is about surrendering to the situation, in knowing that there are changes that are coming. So get curious around the opportunities that are being created for you to create the life that you would prefer. Um, Also, there is something that's coming up with regards to you speaking. There are only a few people that have your back, in the sense that, so it's almost like communicate to those that are ready to listen, to those that have got no judgment towards you, those that love you 100%, um, those that are impartial, those that love you unconditionally. There are people that celebrate you, and there are people that are celebrate with you, but there are also know who you've got in your back corner, um, is important. So yeah, know who to share with is important, because not everybody is there, and some might judge you later, and that's fine as well. It's about not taking on their projections. So there's a lot of energy that's being projected. There's a lot of people saying things so that things can make sense within their minds. But now is the time to trust your gut 100. Well, always trust your gut 100%, but now more than ever, because things are in alignment, and it's important to ground very much at the moment. So that is a message for you, and I hope that that is supportive. Okay. Lacey Gray, Lara Carolina, may I receive a message, guidance? My spiritual journey, is there a gift I should be focusing on? And if so, what can I do to bring it into my reality? That's a great question. So let me connect into that. Lara Carolina. Okay. Okay, so you have the gift of feeling things deeply. Now, I don't know if you've stepped into this, but there's a different way of doing that. It's very much some of the gifts that you had when you were very little that you have suppressed in order for them to awaken now. And it's about knowing how to navigate that. Absolutely, you are a healer. Absolutely, you're extremely intuitive. Um, but it's learning to navigate your gifts in a way as seeing them as a gift and not as a burden, because sometimes it could feel that we know too much or we feel too much, but it's learning to receive that information as knowledge rather than uh, a burden. And completely, the suggestion is, if you're not doing this already, is you're also a natural channel. So start connecting in more with your guides in various ways. The Akashic Records is a way that you could do that, but through meditation as well. So what you could do to bring it into your reality and opening up that third eye and opening up that channeling is once a week or every day, do a grounding, centering meditation, call in your guides, and then journal. Ask for messages, ask for guidance, and journal that in. Or you can do that as well first thing in the morning when you wake up, you know, go just journal. They call it morning journaling. Like really write everything down that comes to mind for the first 10 minutes before your ego wakes up and starts picking and asking questions about what is it that you are writing. And yeah, absolutely start really, really connecting. To your guidance, and it's expanding on that to a place where you're absolutely 100% in trusting on the information that you're getting. So I hope that that is supportive for you and anybody else that's going through the same thing. Great. So Lotus message about manifesting. Oh, my energy feels different. I did go through quite a lot of shifts when I was in India. Yeah, and it took some integrating, which took me a little bit of time getting online. Yeah, I hope it feels better because yeah, it's been quite a lot of opening up and expanding so that I can be more of service. So I'm very grateful for that opportunity. And I will do a video of my experiences in India because I think they will be able to support so many people. Yes, unconditional love. Absolutely. We're all learning how that works. So yeah, it's a learning, it's a constant learning around unconditional love. Okay, may I have a message from my higher self? What her name? So Dr. TM, please, can you give me your name. It helps me to connect into your records a little bit better. So I will come into that. I'll come back to you, Dr. TM. If you could please give me your name, that would be very supportive. Okay. Okay, Hanul. So good to see you. Let's connect in. May I have guidance? Absolutely. So as I connect into your records, you're going through a time where you are learning a lot, where you are experiencing a lot. And when I say learning a lot is there is this ultimate thirst for knowledge that is coming in, and it's knowing that it's a remembrance. So for you, it is important to note who you align with. So as you step into the space of expansion and of awakening, there is this getting to do that internal healing that needs to be done. But know that you're exactly where you are and where you need to be. But as you start to learn, as you start to call in your teachers, your mentors, know that it's the subject that needs to align and the teacher that needs to align. And the subject, absolutely everything needs to be in alignment. And you know which direction to go in because it activates your excitement. It activates your passion. It activates that. That's how you know that you're moving in the right direction. But so much is opening up to you. But what is happening is there's also past lives that are crossing where you used to be a witch, a pagan, where you used to, connect into the land, where you were like a I suppose a sangoma, where you were a medicine healer. All of that is starting to surface now. So they're saying, don't be afraid, go with it. This is a time of change for you. It's a time of expansion. It's a time of reawakening. And it's bringing in all that you need to step into your power completely. So completely continue to clear, completely continue to heal, and completely continue to follow your highest excitement as to what to bring in next. Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, listening to Portuguese. I need to get these spiritual terms in Portuguese. So yeah, thank you, Viviani. Emily, good morning, Natasha. I hope you are doing well. Yes, I am very well. I was wondering if my guides have any guidance for me about the next steps on my journey. Thank you so much. So, Emily, for you, as I step into your records, they're showing me a letting go. Let go of what's no longer serving. Let go of the people, the places, the circumstances, the conditioning that no longer serves. Ask yourself, how is this showing up for me? Ask yourself, how is this showing up intergenerationally? Ask yourself, okay, this is what I've been doing. It served me. Ask how it served you up until now, and ask what are the changes that you're wanting to make as you move forward. How are you wanting to respond to things in a way that you move forward? So there is a lot of change that's happening at the moment, but there's a lot of letting go, and there's a lot of stepping into your power completely. And it's a lot of becoming the sun, becoming that beautiful rose that blooms because that's its job, that's its nature. So it's important. So don't be afraid to choose you. Don't be afraid to say no. But these next steps of your journey are about completely choosing you, nurturing you, expanding you in order to help and be of service for others. So I hope that that is supportive. Ford, shalom. Hello, hello, hello. You're welcome, Lily. Cassie, Ali, oh, so good to see you. Okay, may I have guidance about my home, husband, and my children? Thank you, Natasha. Okay. So Cassie, as I connect into your records. Okay, so what your guides are reminding you is that your intuition has always been spot on. You've always known what is the right thing to do. The last few years have shown you that you are stronger than what you ever thought. But the last few years have taught you how to love yourself more than enough to do what's right for you. And when you're doing what's right for you, you're doing what's right for your children in your home and your husband. But know that there are times of change that are coming. Look at all the possibilities and all the probabilities that are available to you. And once more, because you've been faced with this in the past, is absolutely step into your power. Absolutely step into who you are. Absolutely trust the knowing that you are following the right direction. So it is important for you to completely trust that you've got this, that you can see the clearing, that you know what's going on, you feel it in your body. It's very, very important that you trust. Know that you are not alone. Your ancestors walk behind you, your guides walk behind you, and they are there. So absolutely step into that power, into that knowledge, into that wisdom, and into that trust that you know how to direct your family and what to do about your home. Don't worry. Your guides have never let you down before. They're not going to start now. And that is the message for you. I hope that that is supportive. Okay, Dr. TM. Okay. Tefsa, Miriam, may I have a message? Yes, absolutely. What is her name? Any guidance on abundance manifesting? Okay, so connecting into Dr. TM, your message for you today is okay. When it comes to manifesting, you're too much in your head. A lot of the times it's about letting go of let go of the how. Absolutely. Look at what abundance needs to look like, what it feels like, what it sounds like. Absolutely learn that the abundance that you seek is already within. Start looking at where you are already abundant in your life, but look at the words that you speak, the thoughts. There's very much a forcing the abundance to look one way or another. So it's asking for how you want to feel, what you want to be doing, how you can be of service. Leave the how to the universe. We are constantly co-creating. So it is important for you to allow the universe to do its own thing. And what they're saying is sometimes you will plant a seed, and because the seed is underground, we need to water it constantly. Because you don't see it popping up straight away, it doesn't mean that it's not being created. So what happens is you plant the seed out there, you want to do something, but you don't allow enough time for it to start to surface. So they're asking you to be patient, to trust, and to go with the flow. So align yourself to what it is that you're wanting. And then after that, it's allowing the opportunities to allow that to happen, but be open to seeing them. If you look at trying to force the how it's coming through, you are limiting. It's like, you've got many ways to get from A to B, and all the ways get you there. And there are some ways that will get you faster that you're not aware about, but might show up for you. So you need to trust the direction that is coming up for you. So it's important to trust, to let go, and to take a hold of the opportunities that are showing up. Don't force them. Allow the universe to do its work. Okay. And know that you're worthy and deserving of everything, and that it will show up for you. And remember, we are constantly manifesting. So note your thoughts. Where are they limiting? Note your actions, note your responses, and yeah, note your words. If you're saying, I want, you will keep wanting. The universe is always saying yes to us. So start looking at what I have as what is already there, because we are so programmed to look at what's not there instead of what is. So they're asking you to look at what is already there, have gratitude for what is already there, where you're wanting to go, but allow the pathway to show up for you. I hope that that was supportive. Okay. I'm just going to do two more messages here. Okay, Ford, may I have a message from my higher self? Yeah, absolutely. So the message that's coming up for you, Ford, is that you underestimate your ability, you underestimate the power that you have. There's a lot of you working through underestimating. So it's very much into the solar plexus that I'm feeling. So it's asking you to Step into your power. Look at what you've already accomplished in life. Look at what you are already accomplishing and let go of that aspect of lack. Don't allow others to validate the awesomeness that you are. Don't allow the opinions of others to be as important as you have. The opinions of those that are important is mostly how and what you think about yourself. So don't take on the projections of others, don't take on the limitations of others, and trust that you've got this. Release the limitations, and really, really, it's almost like they're saying learning to receive a compliment, learning to see your accomplishments. It's not about being proud, it's about really saying, yes, I did achieve that. I did do that. And now on to the next thing. So stop playing small is the message from your higher self that is coming in. And I hope that that supports you. Hi, Millie. Let's get a message for you, Millie. And this is the last message of this evening. Let's connect into your records, Millie. Molly, whenever I connect into your records, you have such a big heart. There is so much that you are doing. You bring so much light and so much joy to so many people. And it's know that you impact a lot of lives. So it's needing continuing to being who you are in this world and to live authentically you. It's keep laughing. Your laugh is contagious. So the more you laugh, the more you raise the frequency of the planet because you're raising the frequencies of all those that are around you. So it's important for you to share more of that laughter, to share more of that joy, because by default, you are raising the frequency of the collective consciousness as you anchor joy onto this planet. So it's important to share that. Don't be selfish and hold that to yourself. Share that joy, that excitement, that laugh, that smile, that energy. It's absolutely important for you to do that. So thank you, everyone, for being here today. I hope that the messages have supported you. And thank you, Viviani, for helping me. I really, really appreciate that. And I will be here, same time, same place next week. And yeah, absolutely. I'm starting to teach people how to do this. So if this is something that you want to do for yourself, I have an Akashic foundational training coming up that is supportive. And then on Wednesday, I have a meditation that I do the meditation and there's more messages. It's usually a smaller group and it is live. And that's at 7 p.m. GMT time. So have a look on my website, raisingthevibes.com, for my Akashic Blueprint meditations and for the training that's coming up, which is virtual. So if you're interested in learning how to access your Akashic records, I'm all about empowering people. So absolutely, I'd be happy to support you in your journey with the Akashic records. Love to you all. Have an amazing and fabulous week ahead of you. And yeah, be the change you wish to see. And look at how abundant you already are. Lots and lots and lots of love.